us, or these certifications might affect us? What would be the what's the trend for the future?
AI is going to be a big thing. Well, it is a big thing now, but it's going to become even bigger for the next few years. Also, identity and access management, that's going to be big. Remember, if you may have all of the tools to detect and protect your network, but you don't have a robust identity and access management to actually protect credentials from your employees, from your users, from your IT admins, from the services that you run in your environment. No matter what, doesn't matter if you have the best SIEM or best EDR out there. If you don't have a good identity and access management control in place, that's also going to be your cybersecurity program will be doomed to fail. So, in my opinion, is those two things: AI and IAM, identity and access management. Those two things will be key for the success of the of any organization out there for the next 2 to 3 years. Then we'll see if there is anything else that is out there, any new trend or any new technology
Yeah.
that is going to be spun up. But at the end of the day, those two things are very important. And also, I'm very big on detection. So being in the know of the threat landscape, it's always important for you to manage your security program well, because that can take you from zero to hero or from hero to zero if you're not
Okay.
well aware of the threat landscapes that are out, the threat landscape that it's out there, like different types of attacks, what the threat actors are aiming for right now. Are they aiming for a specific industry? Are they aiming for a specific software? Are they aiming for a specific protocol?
Mhm.
So all of those things you have to take into account. So that combination will help you to better understand the threat landscape and optimize your security program to meet those external needs, but also meet your business needs as well.
Okay. That's a good thing. I never thought about that. Was it the IAM or EAM, something like that?
I
I
am,
never
yeah.
IAM, yeah. I always get confused with those two. But yeah, I didn't think about that. That might grow because of the threats and everything that's going on, the users. So that's a good point. That's a good point. So you think that's gonna be a good entry level in the future as well for people that want to get in?
Yeah, that I would say yes. But of course, again, remember about the foundation. Remember about that
Yes.
solid foundation. Don't forget
Yes.
about that. Be exposed to those uh, experiences that you may get out there,
Uh-huh.
and maybe focus on something that you really like, uh, such as AI or IAM or whatever you like.
Hmm.
But those are the two things that are growing as of today and for the next 2 to 3 years, because there's a lack of good implementation of access control and identity management, and also AI, because it's becoming a thing. People are using it, so that's also something that we need to be aware of.
Okay. That's good to know. That's really good. And well, that's pretty cool. Another thing. So what yeah, I know you mentioned about the seams and everything like that. Do you do you guys use any specific softwares like that for seams, or is just kind of like is this enterprise level stuff? Is there anything public that you guys might use?
No, we don't use any open source things. Unfortunately, I can't disclose
I know
here
you
what
can't
we are
say that.
using,
I was just thinking about the
but
public stuff. Just the public. You don't have to.
yeah, I can tell that we are using um, well-known and well-established vendors for
Okay.
our security program
Mhm.
as we keep building and keep optimizing our security program. Uh, but knowing what it's out there, it helps you to identify the best vendors to partner with.
Mhm.
Uh, that's why it is important to join and attend those events, cybersecurity events, where organizations such as ISC Square and ISACA, they bring over vendors to explain and showcase what they're capable of delivering and provide to your organization. So you can think about it and see your business needs and maybe uh, perform a demo with them, do a demo with them, and see if it's a fit for your organization.
Mhm.
Um, so at the end of the day, there are so many cybersecurity vendors out there. It's hard to use it. So not only attending those events, but also talking to different people from different industries and see what they are using as a SIEM or as a EDR or DNS security or vulnerability management. All of those things you have to, if you have some positive and constructive feedback from for that specific vendor from different people, will help you uh, will help you will guide you to make the right choice, but also and where you spend your time on, because it takes time and
Mhm.
it's not as easy to go through a demo with a vendor, know about that vendor, get to know that vendor, know all of the features or the main features that you're looking for, and see if those features meet your requirements. So talk to people, talk to other peers, and be be able to meet with some vendors that you find interesting. Uh, Before attending a meeting with the vendors, just talk to other people and visit their website and
Okay.
get some feedback. And from that point on, you can start looking at them with different eyes and asking the right questions as well.
Oh, okay. 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 Yeah, that's something that I've been interested because like I mentioned, I have my own home lab, so I'm currently experimenting with my own SIEM system. So pretty much kind of getting to that route. So I know I don't need it, but it's something like it's pretty cool just to even have or mess around with, and the firewalls. So that's something that's pretty cool that I've been interested in, just to so I can fully understand what's going on in Seams and how does it work and what type of stuff does it detect and look into. And I've also I don't know if you see my LinkedIn, but I've done a lot of courses through Let's Defend, and it has like the seams that gives me like the web attacks, gives me a little bit of the insights of the cybersecurity. So that's been interesting for me too. Um,
Yeah, and remember, the tool is just as good as the people who operate that tool. Okay.
yeah, that's true. That is very
So
true.
you just
So
don't turn it on and let it go. You have
yeah.
to operate that tool well.
Mhm. So that's something I am going through that journey and trying to understand how it works. So in your perspective, I know we can't really talk about your enterprise stuff, but what tools and softwares do you recommend? Anything like open source for not for enterprise but personal use?